Brent.
Do you believe, BA, that these guys are coming in and not thinking about that very same thing? These guys want to test each other tonight, and you wonder, whoever gets the best of the other guy, will that elevate the next couple weeks of play for them in terms of their confidence? So a big man battle. Let's keep a close eye on it.
Let's take a look at our starters for the Golden State Warriors. Curry and Pons make up the backcourt. Butler out there with Draymond Green. And it's Moody in at the 3, a small forward. And that's a foul called on Stephen Curry. That's his first foul.
Yeah, he tried to gain position, but couldn't quite get there.
Sabonis in the post, working on Green.
Just keep watching Draymond Green and keep being impressed by what he does defensively out there.
And another shot. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Second chances are a great measure of what a team is doing in terms of their effort on a nightly basis, and that was some serious effort there.
When we talk about the top players in the league, Brent, Domantas Sabonis can get overlooked.
You wonder if the record was a little bit better last year for the Kings, where he might have finished in the MVP voting, because this guy led the league in rebounding, and he put up 8 assists per game. So top 10 in MVP, that could have moved up a little bit with a winning record. He is a legitimate star at his position. That's a tough rebound if you don't have the length that he does, so the size paying off.
Fires the 3. Kept alive. For 3. Good. And it's DeRozan who picks up the assist. Sabonis has got 6.
Well, that's a bonus right there to have Domantas step out and shoot the 3 and stretch out the defense.
Curry from deep three-point land. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Sacramento has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Murray's shot is good. The Warriors have gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. Outside Curry. And again, no good by Golden State.
Not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Murray's shot is good.
Yeah, this is the kind of confidence you love seeing. Murray not thinking twice at all about firing away.
The 3 from Curry. Buries it from 3.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Now here's Sabonis. He has 6. Back to Levine. Just 5 on the clock. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Warriors. Monk, he's checked in for Ellis. Curry against Monk. This one for 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. Curry's got his second basket of the game.
I mean, he's like a magician how quickly he gets that shot off. Was it ever there?
One thing this Golden State team does very well is control the offensive glass, Brent.
Well, there's been a lot of talk analytically, BA, about how advantageous it is to come in and swoop through to grab offensive rebounds. Golden State has bought into that philosophy. They also have guys who take a lot of long shots, so that's long rebounds with a better chance of gaining an extra possession. So some smart analytical play here from Golden State in the past couple seasons.
Jonas Valanciunas has checked in for Sacramento. And Golden State also making a switch. Hields checked in for Curry. Valanciunas can't get it to go.
Yeah, my expectations were that he was not going to miss that one. And he handles that kind of defense, especially on the inside.
Sacramento leading by 5. Once again, off the mark by Sacramento. And so it's Green who brings up the ball for Golden State. Misses the 3. And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, the head coach for Sacramento gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. I asked him about Jimmy Butler and what his defensive scheme is for him, and coach said to not let him bully us from the interior and mid-range. We want to push him as far out as possible. We have to play tough. Let's see if they're able to accomplish this, guys.
And Allie, thank you for that. Now here's Hield. Green with a screen on DeRozan. Moody from outside. Valanciunas with a rebound. Here are the Kings with the ball now. They're on a 14-6 run. Valanciunas misses again. Warriors trail by 5. Pass to Pajemski. The 3-ball. And again, it's the Warriors missing. The Kings have gone 5 of 12 in this first quarter. Oh, it's stolen by Butler. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Moody with it. He's picked up by Levine. Moody passes to Butler. Back to Moody. 6 on the shot clock. There's the 3. And the 3-pointer goes. Moody's got 6. And it's rejected. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Sacramento. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Kings.
They've done a great job facilitating so far. So moving the rock and finding the open man, just great selfless basketball.
It feels like the three-point line has opened up really early in this one, too. They've been looking confident from behind the arc, but there's a lot of attempts going up.
They've got Malik Monk, Domantas Sabonis out there with Trey Lyles. And it's LaRavia in at the small forward position. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. The Warriors trailing. Outside heel. 3-pointer. And the Warriors with another 3.
Yeah, nice to see Buddy Hield. This is where he gets his bread and butter kind of plays, sinking the deep triple.
Pass to Lyles. Picked by Sabonis. Puts it up from 17, and he hits the jumper. Lyles has got his first basket.
Hard to leave any player that wide open from that distance.
Jackson Davis misses. Sacramento has gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. Well, Grant, in the spring of 2024, a remarkable streak ended. Domantas, wow, Kuminga playing way above the rim.
Strong defense followed by some smart offense. That's just good fundamentals.
And that's a foul called on Domantas Sabonis. That's his first foul.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Zach LaVine, he's checked in for Sacramento. Ellis comes in for Carter. Draymond Green, he's checked in for the Warriors. Pajemski comes in for Hield. And there's the foul. It's on Zach LaVine. That's his first foul. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Here's Pajemski. And again, no good by Golden State. The Kings trailing. Monk passes to Lyles. Outside for Levine. The 3-pointer is good from Levine.
This game has been like a seesaw. Both teams going back and forth at one another.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Here's Levine for 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
A clear look for Green. And there's another one for the Warriors. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Green against Sabonis. Back to Monk. Comes up empty from 19 feet out.
The D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
Here's Green. And the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls. Green's got 4 points in the quarter.
That's an aggressive play from Draymond going with the pull-up.
And the Kings have held tough. But it seems like the West has gotten tougher, Grant.
Well, what's the saying? If you're not getting better, you're getting worse. And the Kings have to find that next level.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Hallie.
Hey, Brian. No surprise here. Stephen Curry hopes to be a Warrior for life. He said being a part of a group of legends that have played for one franchise, established a culture, and won at the highest level, and did it with a lot of different roster combinations, I don't ever take that for granted. Brian, what a run.
Yeah, it is a great run, and he's been the foundation, Allie. Thank you.
There are only a few players who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Pass to Green. And here's Curry for three. And that comes off the assist by Green. Curry's got 12 points.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
Now here's Pajemski. That three's off the mark. Monk for three. Drains the triple. He has 6.
It's such a strong part of what Sabonis brings to the game. Quality passing.
And here's Green from the arc. Rebounded by Lyles. 2-for-1 opportunity here.
Hey, if I'm in their shoes, I go for it.
Here's Levine for three. Good D by Payton.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
And a deep three from Curry. And the Warriors miss again. Kings trail by 3. 2-second difference between shot and game clock. Sabonis outside. Here's Lyles. That one's good. This game is all even.
And you can't sleep on Sabonis' passing ability. I mean, this guy could torture you with dimes.
Curry with it. He's got 12. Pass to Kuminga. Gets it off. Buried from outside. I don't know. I think we may get a review here.
2 minutes to review the call.
Hold up. We're not going to halftime just yet. The officials signaling that they are going to take a look at this replay.
While this call may not decide the game, I always prefer to get it right.
And the ruling is in. The call stands. No bucket. So no change in the score as we end the quarter.
Good move to review that shot. That was really close to counting.
And so it's tied as we head to halftime. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Man, it's been quite a game for Stephen Curry.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Kicking off the second half, here's Steve Kerr's 5. Curry and Pods make up the backcourt. Moody is out there with Butler, and it's Green in at the center position. DeMar DeRozan, an impressive scorer who takes relatively few three-point shots, Greg.
Yeah, the arc is not his primary focus. He'd rather pick you apart in the mid-range, but he does it so consistently that the points pile up quick.
Now here's Sabonis. He's got 6. Outside Levine. The shot is good on the assist by Sabonis. Levine's got 6.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Here's Sabonis. And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway.
And Sabonis getting his entire body up that time for the jam.
Green for 3. Green able to hit from 3.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
DeRozan outside over Moody. Warriors with the rebound. Green's got 5 rebounds tonight. Outside for Butler. Green with a screen on Murray. And here's Butler outside. And Domas Sabonis pulls it down. Sabonis has got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. The offensive rebound. Jacks up a 3. And no good. Golden State has gotten 2 of 4 threes to fall here in this third quarter. Here's Moody. Outside Pajemski. Lets the 3 fly. He buries it from 3.
Just a great setup there. You can see how Jimmy Butler enjoys making plays.
The 3 is up. And another miss by Sacramento.
You could see he wanted to get it back. Sadly, he couldn't capitalize from outside the arc.
But Grant, despite the Warriors' success over the last decade, it hasn't always been this way for this franchise.
Yeah, they didn't have many winning seasons before they got Steph, Clay, and Dre. And you know, BA, from 1978 to 2012, they made the playoffs just 6 times.
Green with a screen on Murray. Butler on the wing, defended by Murray. Curry looking it over. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And here's Sabonis. He'll bring it up for Sacramento. It's a 1-point game. Lets it fly. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Sabonis has got 10 points.
Sabonis working close in the basket. He likes those tight quarters. He's so skilled down there.
To the inside. Here's Green. Draymond. Oh, such a force inside.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
The Kings have gotten 5 of 10 shots to go. Ellis passes to Murray. The three is up. Rebounded by Green. Green's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Pass to Moody. Back to Curry. Podziemski with it. The three. The rebound by Murray.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
Now here's Sabonis. 10 points for him. Murray, no good. And here's Butler outside. That one is off. The Kings leading. Sabonis, the pass to Murray. Now Levine. Butler covering. Murray, a screen on Butler. Here's Levine for 3. It's rebounded by Golden State. Green's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Fires from deep. Drops in the 3. He's got 12. Here in the second half, this game's still nip and tuck.
Just an insane amount of lead changes. The fans are getting their money's worth.
Ellis. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. We're at the end of the 3rd quarter, and we've still got... We've reached the 4th quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. And the Warriors shooting the ball at around 42% for the game. We've got Zach LaVine, Jonas Valanciunas out there with Malik Monk, and it's Ellis in at the 1. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. Now here's Hield. Shot clock at 6. There's a screen by Kuminga inside. The jump hook. Rebound by the Kings. Outside Levine. Here's the 3. Knocks down the long J. And the Kings lead by 1.
And with how well Levine attacks the bucket, defensively, you almost have to give him space to shoot threes.
Hield on the wing. Let's go with a 3. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Here's Ellis. Valanciunas sets a screen. And another Sacramento 3. This is the very definition of a back-and-forth contest.
Yes, neither side taking its foot off the gas. I'm expecting a spectacular finish.
Now here's Payton. Pass to Curry. Takes a 3. Curry buries the triple.
On another level, Curry is totally ready to duel this one out from the three-point line.
And here's Valanciunas. Lets it go from deep. Jackson Davis grabs a miss. The Warriors leading. Takes the 3. And And he can't get that one. Sacramento has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the fourth. Levine can't hit. The Warriors have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. Outside Curry puts up a 3. They grab their own miss. Back to Hield. To the middle. Outside Curry. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Well, after committing a turnover like that, you're just praying the game doesn't come down to the last possession. You'll remember that one.
Keegan Murray's checked in for Laravia. Bajimski's checked in for the Warriors. Here's Levine for 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Jackson Davis has got his 4th rebound in this one. Outside Curry. Pass to Hield. Rebound by Sacramento. Valanciunas has got 4 rebounds now. In transition, here they come. Now Murray. Oh, deflected. And that'll be Sacramento's ball as it goes out of bounds. Kings able to keep possession here.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Sabonis, he's checked in for Sacramento. DeRozan comes in for Monk. Now here's Murray. Pass to Sabonis. From deep. Rebounded by Green. Green's got rebound number 8 now. Green, a screen. On the wing, Green. Outside Moody, the 3. And again, it's the Warriors missing. The Kings trailing. Sabonis, the pass to Ellis. To tie it up. Bullseye!
He wants the ball, has a flair for the dramatic, unfazed in big situations.
And a deep 3 from Curry. Oh, Curry, making it look effortless.
What work from Steph Curry gets open and makes it look easy. Wow.
Pass to Sabonis. And there's a pick. Back to Levine. Here's Ellis. Out to Sabonis. 4-3. Yes! Oh, a tremendous 3. We're tied. It's all come down to this one critical possession.
And B.A., you can feel the intensity in this arena.
Moody from outside. And connects from downtown.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
Now here's Murray. And here's DeRozan. Back to Sabonis from downtown. The rebound by Moody.
I think if I was coaching these guys right now, especially him, I'd tell him, you take one more three-point shot, and we're going to have some conversations here side by side.
It really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead, but time dwindling.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
So it's the Warriors who come out on top here. All right, Allie, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Allie LaForce, Brent Barry, Greg
paint.
Oh, yeah, Kevin. Expect this one to be really physical. If either team backs down, they can just get run over tonight, but I don't expect that to happen. It's going to be a slugfest.
We love those kind of games. They're a lot of fun.
You aren't kidding.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. We've got Avdia, sharp out there with Anthony Simons. Then there's Ayton, and it's Kamare in at the 3 spot. Pass to Kamare. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Avdia. Rebound by Murray.
I mean, come on. That's a shot you expect him to make.
For the 3. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point lane.
Ayton wide open. Misses the 3. Sacramento's gone 0-2 from deep. Portland had, Greg, one of the great guard combinations in Clyde Drexler and Terry Porter.
Man, that was one heck of a backcourt. And they really complemented each other so well. Drexler with his explosive scoring ability and Porter who could just do a little bit of everything.
Here's Simons. Sacramento able to drain the 3. Outside, Avdia. Ayton sets the pick for Avdia. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
DeRozan finds Sabonis. Over Ayton. Sabonis, no good.
Well, he's got the green light in that situation. They want him taking that shot, even if he didn't get it to go.
Outside, Avdia. Off target with his 3. Sacramento's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game.
He's so agile at that wing position. The defense has to keep an eye on where Murray is in transition.
Now here's Simon, and he's good on the 3 ball.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Well, the defense just gave him that shot, and he wasn't able to. Boom! Woo! Wow! Oh, that was some power on that dunk.
And how's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen.
2 minutes remaining in the
Here's Kamare. Off target from 3-point range. The wide open look here for DeRozan. That falls. Nice speed that time from Sabonis. Sabonis has got 3 assists in the game. Greg, give us one word to describe Domantas Sabonis on the offensive end.
Kevin, I guess I'd say dominant, but that one scratches the surface. The way Sabonis drops dimes, hits shots, and controls the glass, dominant just doesn't even really begin to say enough.
The latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, Anthony Simons came into the NBA at age 19, and he's paid his dues, working his way up from the end of the bench to a starring role. Coach Chauncey Billups says he just believes he's one of the best players in the NBA. Confidence is a big thing. Well, Kevin, he certainly earned it. Back to you.
I would totally agree with you, D.A. Thank you so much. Catching up on the changes for Sacramento. Valanciunas comes in for Domantas Sabonis. And Monks subbed in for Ellis. And Portland with a change here, too. Grant's checked in. Now here's Levine. The 3. Avdia with the rebound. Portland leading by 3. Ayton in the corner. Again, the Trailblazers score.
Just great awareness there from Ayton. Understands the game plan and reads the game so well.
No good from Valanciunas. Portland's gone 4 of 8 on their 3-point attempts, doing a lot of work from way outside here in the first quarter. Grant against DeRozan. Offensive rebound. Unable to get that one. On the wing, Levine. Monk outside. Back to Levine for three. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Trailblazer. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Portland.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And one other thing they've done well today, guys, share the ball. I mean, set up teammates and just playing unselfishly.
Here are the five Portland has to start the second quarter. Bringing is out there with Jeremy Grant. Then it's Henderson. Then there's Matisse Thybulle. And it's Kamare in at the three, the small forward. Hey, Greg, one thing that the Kings have had work for them over the last few seasons is their depth.
And have made some shrewd moves to fill out their bench. Got great contributions from their 6 through 10 players. It's been a big part of their recent success.
A nice shot by Klingon.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
Shots good by Lyons.
Love the floor awareness from Sabonis. Capable of finding his guys when they are wide open.
Henderson dishes to Grant. Pass to Klingon. Oh, good on the triple.
Well, that's a shot the defense felt like they could live with, and it worked out for them that time.
Portland's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Thybulle on the wing. And the three ball is good.
And how about the awareness by Klingon, a big man who can sense when one of his teammates is open.
Here's LaRavia. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Down low. Very pretty alley-oop layup. Now it's a 4-point Portland lead.
Oh, Kevin, get a load of that one. Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook, boys.
Perfectly done. You're right. He put it on a platter for him. Good, and it's Sabonis with the assist that time. LaRavia's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for Sacramento. Pass to Klingon. Offline with his three. And it's Sabonis with the ball for Sacramento. And stolen by Thybulle. And they're pushing it up. And the ball out of play. The Kings will inbound.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Levine's checked in for the Kings. Ellis comes in for Carter. Williams, he's checked in for Portland. Now, here's Sabonis. He has yet to score. Sacramento moving it around. Oh, good on the three.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Williams kicks it out to Grant. And we have so many great players in this NBA. I mean, every night, from top to bottom, each roster, there are so many great players. But in your opinion, who is the toughest to game plan against?
Wow, that is a tough question because there's so many of them where there's no good answers. You know, let's take Jokic, for example. If you play him one-on-one, he's going to score virtually every time. If you come in, double-team him, send a second defender, he's going to make the right pass all the time. There's no way to absolutely stop him. You just do the best you can to limit their team.
The great ones always have answers, don't they, Stan?
If they didn't, Kevin, they wouldn't be the great ones.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. The 19-foot shot, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Miles got 6 in the quarter. Here's Klingon, and it's Klingon with the jam.
It doesn't get any easier than this. Klingon looks to slam that one down whenever he gets a chance.
It's Sabonis with the drive, and they take the lead. Miles got 9. Guys, what a tight start to the game this has been.
And it's still in the first half. This could be a wild one.
Henderson passes to Williams. Oh, and the jam by Williams.
You know, something that Williams does so well, as soon as he has inside positioning, he just goes for the finish.
And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
Yeah, the defender all over.
Portland shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. You know, Stan, the Blazers started the rebuild process with the big Dame Lillard trade to Milwaukee.
Kevin, it takes guts for a GM to make a move like that, and it didn't go well early on. But they've got to trust the process and stick with the plan that they made.
Murray's checked in for the Kings. DeRozan comes in for Monk. Simons kicks to Avdia. Pass to Kamare. Clinging with it. Sabonis defending. Outside, Avdia. Now Simons. Back to Avdia. And a miss there on the triple. Got a piece of it. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the 3rd quarter after this break.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shots. Drums, please. They're measuring up the shot.
And as we get into this 3rd quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You look at Trey Lyles. What a contribution.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
The post pair for him will be Murray and Sabonis. Ellis is out there with Zach LaVine. And it's DeRozan in at the 3 slot. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. Sabonis, Avdia with the rebound. Portland leading by 4. Here's Simons. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the 2nd half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
Sabonis. Yes! And the foul. Denny Avdia picks one up.
The aggression from Sabonis, forcing the issue and getting the hoop.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
And not really great numbers for him at the line, but really not terrible either. Right around 70%.
3rd personal foul. 2nd team foul.
And then Sharp with the dunk.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. We've seen some flashes, Coach, from Shaedon Sharp in his career. He can get hot in a hurry.
Well, look, Kevin, he is a great athlete, and when his shot starts to fall consistently, he can be electric. Right now, he's putting it together little by little. He's just got to continue to improve.
Here's Kamare. Oh, good with the triple. The Kings trail by 4. Sabonis with the ball. And Simons picks him up defensively. Sabonis' shot is off. For Portland, they've gone 3 of 4 so far in the 3rd quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Malik Monk, he's checked in for Ellis. Here's Simons. Pass to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
And dunking the ball is just second nature to Ayton. With the right positioning, he's a threat to throw it down.
It's Sabonis with the drive. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Sabonis. And Simons has got the ball here for Portland. 6-point game. And the call will be against Anthony Simons. That's his first foul. And it's the Kings with the ball. Here's Sabonis. A three-pointer is right on target. Sabonis has got 8 points in the quarter.
Nice to see Sabonis stretch the floor with his jumper. He's a big man with a well-rounded skill set. Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Sabonis with the ball. Now guarded by Ayton. And there it is for him. Sabonis has got 10 points in just the second half.
Getting inside, Sabonis finishes strong. You can see how comfortable he is shooting at that range.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
And stolen by Sharp. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter.
Remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
There's the three. Rebound by the Kings. Sabonis has got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. Murray kicks to Sabonis. Sabonis sets the pick for Monk. Sabonis finds Monk. That falls. Nice feed that time from Sabonis. And now just a 1-point Trailblazer lead. To the inside. And then Sharp with the dunk.
We've heard the stories about Sharp and how impressive his vertical is. Now we see it on full display.
A different look now for Portland. Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for Sharp. And Henderson subbed in for Anthony Simon.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Henderson attacking. DeRozan against Grant. Pass to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Sacramento moving it around. And stolen by Ayton. And finished off by Avdia.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Well, as a coach, turnovers will drive you nuts, but sometimes that happens when you're aggressive. So there's a balance.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. And Sabonis drops them both. Trailblazers leading by 3. Pass to Klingon. Williams against Jones. Williams kicks to Thibault. Klingon with it. Shoots from the high post. And Domantas Sabonis pulls it down. Sabonis has
got to run the clock and wait for the last shot.
Yeah, unless it's a gimme, there's no reason to put up an early shot here.
And some kind of switch must have been flipped at halftime because both teams are getting after it.
Yeah, and you can feel the pace picking up in this second half. Both teams have dialed up the intensity.
With 1 on the clock, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
Well, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
3.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And on the floor for Portland here in the fourth, Bob Williams is out there with Klingon. Then there's Jeremy Grant. Then it's Henderson. And it's Banton in at the shooting guard.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
Dives for it. The shot by Monk is no good. Portland leading by 4. Klingon the screen for Grant. They get the rebound. Pass to Henderson. Clock at 6. Grant sets a screen for Henderson. Second chance shot. No good from Grant. The Kings shooting straight 49% from the field. Levine's shot is off.
And really, for some reason, just not a big part of their offense today. Hard to get into a rhythm when you're getting so few opportunities at the rim. Already a gifted passer, Henderson has solid vision for such a young player.
Ellis, the pass to Monk. Ellis with a screen on Henderson. Monk for three. That shot, no good. And so Grant will bring it up for the Trailblazers. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Outside Williams. And it's Laravia with the rebound. The Kings trail by 7. Here's Levine, and Levine throws it down.
Giving this team size out of the backcourt. Levine has enough strength to convert there through the contact.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Portland.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
And they've really been able to get out in transition and produce. The defense hasn't had an answer for this up-tempo pace.
Sabonis kicks to Ellis. Three-pointer. Portland grabs the miss. Outside, Simon. From outside the arc, Sabonis grabs the board.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And one of the strengths of Levine's game, that ability to lure the D into fouls. Get into the wrong position, and he'll make you pay.
Yeah, he's a guy you want at the line, and clearly not affected by the moment.
Sharp sets the pick for Simons. And the slam dunk by Simons.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
Well, it's always a big plus when you have a point guard that can attack the rim like that, put so much pressure on the defense. Well, this is what he does, a proven scorer in the clutch.
They set the pick. Here's Simons. And the slam dunk by Simons.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up the team.
Sabonis' screen on Avdia. Sabonis finds DeRozan to tie it up. Another 3 for Sacramento.
And this is why you go to DeRozan. When they need a bucket, he's a guy that can go out and get it.
Here's Sharp. Here he goes. It's hauled in by the Kings. And DeRozan. Here we go. And finished off by DeRozan.
How about the heart DeRozan plays with? In the clutch, he's fully committed to getting his team whatever they need.
Went right down to the wire here. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for the win.
Sabonis, good.
That is world class.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
Simons is to Kamare.
That those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
Sabonis sets the pick for Levine. Back to Sabonis. Yes!
More and more, this team counts on Sabonis to provide what it needs.
Abdia, a screen on Ellis. Simons, the pass to Abdia. Right between the eyes!
A big-time bucket there. They've got to play for a stop here with the 2-point lead. Most important thing, no open threes.
And stolen by Simon. And there's the drive. Yes!
And what a huge sequence that could be.
Wow, a play that might come to define this game.
That might be the play of the game.
And so the big win by Portland in a tie.
these guys are lethal one-on-one, but I think the key is to keep their teammates involved, playing unselfish basketball.
Now the opening lineup for the Portland Trailblazers. We've got Anthony Simons, Avdia out there with DeAndre Ayton. Then it's Shaedon Sharpe, and it's Kamare in at the 3.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Looney the screen. Moody from outside. And Ayton pulls it down. And it's Simons with the ball for the Portland Trailblazers. Avdia outside. Launches a 3. Knocks down the triple.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Here's Curry. Shoots over Simons. Curry gets the bucket.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
You know, for all the accolades thrown Stephen Curry's way, Richard, I've heard you say he might be the best conditioned player ever.
Absolutely. When you think about all the ground he covers every single game, his stamina is still something that I will always be impressed with.
Pass to Green. Three-pointer. And Ayton pulls it down. The Trailblazers have gone 1 for 3 so far. Avdia, screen on Curry. Simon's shot is good. Here's Curry. Looney, a screen on Simons. And that's good. Stephen Curry for 3. Curry's got 5 now.
Even a half-court shot is a good shot for Curry. That's how good of a shooter he is.
Pass to Kamare. They set the screen. Tries it from the top of the key. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Outside Curry. To the paint. Looney passes to Green. Looney, a screen on Avdia. Here's Green. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. Portland has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Avdia against Green. Avdia passes to Simons. Fires the 3. Rebounded by Green. The Warriors have gone 2 for 5 here in the first. Pass to Butler. Double team on Butler. Simons against Curry. 6 on the shot clock. For 3. Avdia pulls it in. First quarter of play, and we're about 3 minutes in. Richard, it comes as no surprise that Golden State is routinely at the top of the league for made threes.
That's how this team has been constructed. They are custom built to rain threes on you, and we've seen it be very, very effective.
Butler on the wing. There's the triple. And again, no good by Golden State.
Locking the arc down. Defense knows it's on them to scare off those shots.
And here's Simons outside. That one falls. His second make in 5 attempts.
Oh, and that's a nice find by one of the youngest players in the league. Sharpe with tremendous upside to his game.
Ooh, he dialed that one up from long distance. Curry's got 8 points.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Sharpe passes to Avdia. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back. He has 6.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Here's Simons. He's got 5. Pass to Avdia. Ayton, the screen on Green. Avdia can't get it to go. Golden State has gone 3 of 7 from beyond the arc in the first. The 3 ball. Curry's shot is off. And so it's Avdia with it. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Ayton, a screen on Butler. Simons passes to Ayton. And that's a foul called on Stephen Curry. That's his first foul.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
11 seconds left now in the first quarter. Here's Thibault. Oh, he finds himself wide open and drills it. Pajimski with it. It'll count. No good. Would have counted had it gone. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Trailblazers?
So far, they haven't had to force anything. They're swinging the ball around and turning good passing into points.
And we've also got to talk about those threes dropping for them. We'll see if they can keep up the momentum from long range.
Here are the 5. Portland has to start the second. We've got Matisse Thybulle clinging out there with Jeremy Grant. Then it's Henderson, and it's Kamari in at the 3 slot. Pass to Kamari. Grant with a screen on Payton. Kamari. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. Kamari's got his first bucket in this one.
When Jeremy Grant is dishing out an assist, that is a great sign for this team.
On the break. Henderson against Curry. Grant with a screen on Payton. Kamari, no good. The Warriors trailing.
You know, depending on where Jeremy Grant's been, he's filled a lot of different roles. He's been asked to be the alpha or the second option or even a role player. But whatever it is, he's always willing to do whatever it takes to help the team.
Golden State has gone 5 of 12 from three-point range tonight. Payton against Henderson. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Hits the three-pointer. Thybulle's got 5.
Yeah, you see the vision from Henderson. Just a terrific facilitator.
And a deep 3 from Curry. Offensive board. Right side heel. Back to Jackson Davis. Pass to Kuminga. 4 on the clock. The 3. And Clingan pulls it down. Portland leading. And here's Grant from the arc. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
No hesitation from Grant. He's not bashful shooting off the catch when given the chance.
And here's Curry for 3. Heel to the ball. From deep three-point land. It's rebounded by Grant.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistent.
On the wing, Grant. It's stolen by Kuminga. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Pass to Payton. Back to Kuminga from deep three-point land. The long-distance 3 is buried. Kuminga's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. That's tipped. Curry with a steal. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, Jeremy Grant averaged single digits in points the first 4 seasons of his career. But over the last 4 seasons, he's scoring over 20 a game. He said it all changed for him back in Detroit, adding, quote, "I grew as a player, being the #1 option and seeing different coverages. Now I'm reaping the benefits," unquote. Brian?
All right, Allie, thanks. He was all alone on that one. Grant's gotten his second bucket of the game. Well, Grant, we know non-shooting big men can clog the paint. But if they know where to move off the ball, that certainly helps.
Yeah, you know, big men who know those circle actions, like flashing to the open spot when their man gives help, they often end up with easy looks inside.
Kuminga's shot is off. Portland has gotten 6 of 13 shots to go from outside the arc. Grant with a screen on Curry. Here's Clingan. Outside Thybulle. Three-pointer. And again, it's Portland with a 3.
Yeah, just a great find by Clingan. As he plays more and more, the game will slow down for him.
Kuminga's shot is off. It's stolen by Kuminga. Lets the 3 fly. Pure from three-point range. Kuminga's got 6 here in the quarter.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Here's Thibault. Pass to Graham. Wide open look. Kuminga pulls it in.
With that much room around him, it's hard to imagine he could have gotten a better shot.
Now here's Jackson Davis. Outside Kuminga. On the wing, Curry. Jackson Davis a screen. 5 to shoot. Shakes him. Curry creates inside.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
And here's Grant from the arc. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. And he's going for the lob.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. The Warriors on top. They lead by 3. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
27. Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot drum line. They're thinking about the shot.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Stephen Curry having a dominant impact in this game.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
I like how they came into this one with a game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
Down low, it's Draymond and Looney. Stephen Curry is out there with Moody, and it's Butler in at the small forward position. And that's the group for Steve Kerr as we begin the second half. Now well into his 30s. Is it fair to start wondering how many seasons Jimmy Butler has left, Grant?
Well, it's a fair question, B.A. But at the same time, Jimmy's hunger is just so different than everybody else's, which I could see helping prolong his career.
And a deep 3 from Curry. Portland with a rebound. Ayton's got 4 rebounds now. Sharp passes to Avdia. It's Sharp on the wing. Moody defends. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
And Sharp has no off switch. He's consistent at attacking defenses and drawing whistles.
Blockbuster trades have become more the norm here in the NBA, Grant. Just ask Portland in 2023.
Yeah, the Trailblazers were at the center of some big moves. But that's just how it's done now. Entire teams can be restructured in the process of a single transaction.
On a night like tonight, Steph Curry is must-watch basketball. He can score from anywhere.
Simons passes to Ayton. Off the outside. Sharp a screen on Green. Out to Simons. 6 to shoot. Drives to the hoop. Here's Kamare. 3-pointer off the mark. The Warriors lead by 7. Butler with the ball. Now guarded by Simons. Jacks up a 3. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Off the outside. Ayton, the screen on Curry. Off the outside. This one for 3. The Warriors pull it in. Looney's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. 3-pointer Sharp. Sinks it from distance. Sharp's got 5 points now this quarter.
And everybody wants to see what kind of range Sharp has. Looks like the NBA three-point line won't be a problem for him.
Curry, a screen on Sharp. Moody from outside. Oh, Moody deadly from there.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge. The adjustment, man, what a finish.
And so it's Curry with it. He brings it up for the Golden State Warriors. It's a 5-point game. On the wing, Green, defended by Avdia. Outside Moody. Back to Green. Releases. Good D by Sharp. Ayton, a screen on Butler. Sharp passes to Simons. The 3 is up. It's rebounded by Jimmy Butler.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
Moody could.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break. Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
Looney, a screen on Simons, and a deep three from Curry. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 6 rebounds in the game. Simons, right side. Looney with the ball. Now Sharp defending. Outside Moody. Left side Curry. Pass to Green. Clock at 6. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Green with a screen on Sharp. And here's Curry for 3. And Ayton pulls it down.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Here's Simons. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's on Stephen Curry.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
And a new group getting ready for the Warriors. Kuminga, he's checked in for Green. Payton comes in for Looney. Heald's checked in for Moody. And it's Brandon Pajimski in for Stephen Curry. And a new group getting ready for Portland. Klingon, he's checked in for Ayton. Robert Williams comes in for Avdia. Grant's checked in for Kamara. And it's Scoot Henderson in for Sharp. Outside for Grant. Pass to Klingon. Williams against Butler. Stolen. Outside Hield. Knocks down the long J. And now a 9-point Warrior lead.
Good decision making. Scopes the situation, puts the pass right on the mark.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors with a 9-point cushion. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
That wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a sixth sense.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And on the floor for Portland here in the fourth. Williams is out there with Klingon. Then there's Delano Banton. Then it's Jeremy Grant. And it's Henderson in at the point.
Nice lob. This is where Klingon can get a lot of his points early on while he's developing the rest of his game.
There's a screen. Pulls it. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised that it ended up going their way with the miss.
Oh, got that one up quick. Banton's got his first 3 points of the game.
That's exactly the kind of shooting you need down the stretch to win games.
Pass to post. And here's Hield.
Tough break for the defense. I mean, he took the hit, but he didn't get the call.
Moody's checked in for the Warriors. And also a switch here for Portland. Rupert's checked in. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Henderson against Curry. Shot clock at 5. Moody on the wing. Fires the 3. And Klingon pulls it down. Blazers trail by 4. Pass to Rupert. Outside, Williams. Henderson scanning the floor. Puts up a 3. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
There's something Henderson is still working on, getting his three-point shot to be a little more consistent.
Curry passes to Hield. There's a screen. Pass to post. Outside Moody. And again, no good by Golden State. Now Portland with it. They've gone on an 8-0 run. Here's Klingon to take the lead. Outside for Henderson. Here's Rupert. And it's Portland scoring again. tremendous momentum building toward those final possessions.
Yeah, with 8 lead changes so far, it feels like this is going to come down to the last shot.
For Portland, they've gotten 4 shots out of 6 attempts to drop so far in the fourth. Williams passes to Graham. He drops it from range. And it's a 4-point Trailblazer lead.
Ooh, can't ask for a cleaner look than that, and he'll make you pay.
Here's Curry. Portland with a rebound. Klingen's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Henderson. Grant outside from the arc. Hauled in by Curry. Golden State has gone 0 for 3 here in the fourth. It's kept alive. Launches it. Curry with another miss.
Questionable shot selection in that too. Not really helping as they try and narrow the deficit.
Williams, a screen on Payton. Offensive rebound. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
So Portland ends up going with a new group. Oh, it's stolen by Butler. .133 left in the game. The shot by Looney, no good. Here are the Blazers with the ball. It's been 13 unanswered for them. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Trailblazers.
Their offense has been a well-oiled machine. They're moving the ball around, playing for one another, and just piling up assists.
Yeah, they've also done a great job of running. Attacking when they get the chance. Always a great idea.
Portland leading by 5. The 3 is up. The rebound by Moody.
This is the definition of forcing it. He's trying to get himself going, but taking tough shots just won't do it.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
Yeah, straight up, guys. Like, he's ice cold, like freezing. What's colder than cold? But you don't have to shoot it, my guy. It's okay to pass the ball.
Curry passes to Butler. Butler with emphasis.
And this is where Butler wants to attack you. Ground zero.
And it's Simons penetrating. 3-pointer sharp. Rebounded by Green. And so it's Green who brings up the ball for the Warriors. Pass to Curry. Count it! What a beautiful shot! Brings it within 3.
When it is crunch time and you've got Stephen Wardell Curry, the game plan is simple. Get him the ball.
Snatched up! And that's a foul called on Stephen Curry. That'll be foul number 5 on him. And due to the bonus, we'll head to the line for 2. And he's able to hit the second one, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Moody passes to Curry. Over Simons. Oh, he nails it! So it's the Trailblazers taking the W in a close one.
what will you keep your eye on in that matchup?
Well, Kevin, you're pointing out the guard play, so this is when they have a chance to go one-on-one. Which of these tandems can stand out against the other? Tons of pick and roll, tons of creativity, and we'll see which of these guys can pair off tonight to win this contest.
Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. The post pair form will be Murray and Sabonis. Ellis is out there with Levine, and it's DeRozan in at the 3. Now Sabonis, after Jimmy Butler missed from long range. Murray, no good. And it's the Warriors' ball. In the corner, Moody with it. They get it again. Back to Pajemski. Butler kicks to Curry. The shot's good on the assist by Butler.
Curry is just lethal from outside.
And it's Sabonis with the ball for Sacramento. It's a 3-point game. And the layup falls.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
When it comes to players who like having fun, Greg, Jimmy Butler has to be way up there.
Kevin, did you see his media picture for the 23-24 season? He looked like he belonged in an emo band with that hairstyle. Jimmy is definitely one of those guys that likes to troll and have fun.
Oh, Kevin, not a petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunny. Curry passes it to Moody. Curry, a screen on DeRozan. Here's Moody. Curry on the wing. He's guarded by Ellis. And another 3 for Golden State.
And you can see how the entire arc is open for Curry. There's no part of it where he's timid about shooting.
Sabonis with the ball. Now Green defending and finished off by DeRozan.
How about the athleticism from DeRozan? Taking off and then bringing the alley-oop thundering down.
Curry passes to Moody. Launches a 3. And it's Sacramento with the rebound.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Monks checked in for the Kings.
Golden State basketball. And for the Kings, number 0.
Warriors have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Butler against Murray. And the Warriors miss again. And it's Sabonis with the ball for the Kings. They trail by 3. To the paint, tries again. Kick out to Levine. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
A rapid-fire release by Levine on that one.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, last season, Draymond Green got his three-pointer going again. He said, over the years, my shot took a dive. It was in large part because I couldn't get in and out of my hips. They were messed up. It was getting my movement patterns right. Kevin, my hips haven't been the same in years, but Draymond's are good. Now they've made him tough to deal with. Back to you.
Your hips are pretty good, David. I've always said your hip. Floor spacing, always critical. Good point, D.A. Here's Sabonis. Jimmy Butler making his last shot. No good. He's off to a slow start. 1 for 4 so far. Well, the Kings went from 3 seed in 2023 to out of the playoffs completely, Brent, last season.
Well, it speaks to how competitive the Western Conference was. You know, you got to realize, Kevin, Sacramento won just 2 less games than they did after that magical run in 2023. The West was just better, so the Kings got to fill some holes, find some pieces, and hopefully have some guys improve upon what they did last season.
The shot by Curry, no good. The Kings trail by 3. Sabonis with the ball. And Curry picks him up defensively. Kick out to Levine. Butler with the steal. And oh, here we go with Green. Nobody back. 32 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Here's Pajemski. Scoreless thus far.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Outside, Sabonis. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
Warriors basketball. Substitution on the court.
12 seconds left to play here in the first. They kick it out to Green. Fires the three. Traps in the tray. Green's got 9.
He is in a zone right now. Every three he puts up seems to be going down.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors in control with the 9-point lead to end the... And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
We should also mention how hard they've been working on the offensive glass, just coming up with second chance scoring opportunities. Those can be deflating.
On the floor for Sacramento, we've got Trey Lyles. Malik Monk out there with Carter. Then it's Sabonis, and it's LaRavia in at the small forward. Pass to LaRavia. Here's Lyles. Fires the three. Good, and it's Sabonis with the assist that time. Sabonis has got his 5th assist in this one. It's Curry outside. Sabonis grabs the board. Sabonis has got 7 rebounds in the game. With so many years in the NBA, you would think Curry would slow down, wouldn't you, Brent? But he remains at the very top of his game.
I think the best part about what we're seeing with Steph right now, Kevin, is his competitive will. You get to this age and you get to this stage after accomplishing all the things that Steph has done, and it's still not enough. So let's keep enjoying him while we can.
The shot by Monk is no good. Warriors leading by 4. Here's Kuminga. Good on the three-point shot. Kuminga's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
And once again off the mark by Sacramento. Jackson Davis finds Kuminga. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And a wide open look here for Ellis. Hits it from three-point range.
If you leave someone open on a team with Sabonis having the ball, he's going to make you pay. That's great recognition.
And a deep three from Curry. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. And so it's Sabonis who brings up the ball for Sacramento. 7-point differential. Out left to the wing. Here's Lyles. No good on the triple. Warriors have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Kuminga, screen on Monk. And here is Curry. 9 points in the game so far. To the left wing. Outside, Kuminga. Sinks the triple. Kuminga's got the lead up to 10 now for the Warriors.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
He's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Golden State's gone for the three-pointers 7 times here in the second and been successful 3 times. They get it back. They kick out to Hield. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And the Warriors lead by 13.
And the spacing right there for Buddy Hield allows him to get that shot off. You just can't give him that kind of space or he's going to hurt you.
And there's the call on Curry. That is his first foul of the game. And the Warriors with some changes. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Trace Jackson Davis. And it's Brandon Podziemski in for Hield. The Kings also at the sub. Levine's checked in. And it's the Warriors' ball. They're on a 12-3 run right now. Outside, Green. Lets it go from deep. Buries it from three-point range. Green's got 12.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
Now, here's Lyons. And he drives in. It's stolen by Green. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. No good from Payton. The Kings trail by 16. Outside, Sabonis. Shoots over Podziemski. Again, the miss by the Kings.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Frustration seems to be mounting here, and you can see not just in their faces, but right now in their quick and hurried shot selection.
Some changes here for the Warriors. Butler, he's checked in for Kuminga. Moses Moody comes in for Payton. And it's Buddy Hield in for Stephen Curry. And then for Sacramento, Valanciunas comes in for Domantas Sabonis. And it's DeRozan in for White.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Bean passes to Valanciunas.
You got to take your time. You don't give them another possession.
Yeah, hopefully that's what they'll do here. It's what most teams try to execute at this time in the game.
Here's Podziemski. That 3 off the mark. It'll count. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's the Golden State Warriors taking a 19. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fast half-court shot.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. A fantastic game from Draymond Green in this one.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
In the backcourt, we'll see Curry and Podziemski. Moody is out there with Jimmy Butler. And it's Green in at the 5 down low. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half. Greg, since reaching 5 consecutive NBA Finals, the Warriors have missed the playoffs 3 of the past 5 years.
And to be fair, they did go 46-36 last season. They were 10 games over 500 last year. So they weren't a bad team, but Golden State doesn't just expect to be in the play-in. They want to be a contender.
And it's Green missing. The Kings trail by 17. Sabonis finds Murray. Sabonis inside. Guarded by Green. Sabonis, no good. Golden State's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And the Warriors miss again.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Pass to Levine. And Levine throws it down.
Oh, going over the top, Levine putting his hops on display.
Warriors leading by 15. Green with a screen for Curry. Butler on the way. Beyond the arc. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Butler's got 5 more.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
And the jam by Levine.
And blessed with high-level explosiveness. Levine is no stranger to finishing in the air.
Now here's Curry. He's got 9. Now Moody. Shot clock at 6. Shot from the top of the key. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Gary Payton is checked in for the Warriors. You know, a trend that's been unmistakable, Greg, over the last few decades has been the number of positionless players.
Yeah, and I think that's a great thing, right? So many players now with diversity in their skill set, and there's no need to commit a player to a certain role just based on their size.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. The NBA's 65 games requirement for postseason awards has drawn some criticism. But, Adam Silver says, ultimately, this is about the fans and putting the best product forward. Load management was not working for us. This is having the desired effect, that guys are out on the floor. Kevin?
Yeah, they want to be on the floor, right? Keep them tuning in. Good stuff, DA. Thank you.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Malik Monk, he's checked in for Ellis. Murray is screen on Green.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Sabonis against Green. Sabonis kicks to Monk. Screen by Sabonis. Monk, the pass to Sabonis. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Sabonis has got 6 here in this quarter.
Boy, it really helps to capitalize on possessions like that. Sabonis under control.
From past the arc, it's good from long range.
You cannot leave him alone like that, especially from long range.
And for such a young player, Brandon Bajensky has a mature game.
Well, Kevin, his intellect out on the floor, I think, is at an elite level. Brandon does such a good job of hovering around the basket to get rebounds. He advances the ball with the pass. He's driving and always looking for angles. So this is an advantage-created player. Brandon does a great job of it.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Trace Jackson-Davis is checked in for Draymond Green. And Hield subbed in for Stephen Curry. And finished off by DeRozan.
The flush. DeMar getting up.
Three-pointer, Butler. It's rebounded by Sabonis. Sabonis has got rebound number 13 with that last one. Murray, no good. Warriors leading by 15. Pass to Jackson-Davis. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Outside DeRozan. It's taken away by Payton. Jackson-Davis with it. Sabonis defending. Butler on the way. No one near him. And he drops that one in. Butler's got 7 points in the game. The Kings trail by 17. Levine deciding where to go with it. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
A guy more than capable of creating his own offense. Sometimes you just give him the ball and get out of his way.
Payton in the corner. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Payton's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. On its way from DeRozan for 2. And a miss there off the inbound. And so it's the Golden State Warriors out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. They've got a big advantage in the... And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the floor for Sacramento, Ellis is out there with Monk. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas. Then it's Zach LaVine. And it's LaRavia in at the power forward. Curry kicks it to Looney. Curry, a screen on Valanciunas. The shot by Looney, no good. The Kings trail by 15. And there's Valanciunas on the assist by Ellis.
Well, this is why you got to move Valanciunas farther away from the basket. Even when he's guarded like that, he's still going to make shots inside.
They kick out to Hield. Kuminga sets a screen for Hield. Hits the three-point bomb. And the Warriors lead by 16.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
Monk, the pass to LaRavia. There's the triple. The rebound by Hield. And here's Hield. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. LaVine with it. Kuminga picks him up. Pass to Valanciunas. There's a screen. Here's LaRavia. Defended by Kuminga. 6 to shoot. Back to Valanciunas. Levine sets the screen for Valanciunas. Warriors with the rebound.
Well, he's a guy they count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
Looney with the bucket.
How about that? Kevon Looney able to knock down the three-pointer, expanding his game.
Here's Monk. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist.
Yeah, so reliable. He clearly needs to be more involved in the offense as they try to shrink this lead.
Kuminga, screen on Ellis. Curry, wide open. Rebounded by Valanciunas. The Kings trail by 17. Kings moving the ball around. Here's the screen. Pass to LaRavia. And the three off target.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
No one near Peyton as he lets it go. Bangs home the trifecta.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
It's one thing to have teams shoot a bunch of threes, but with this team being that hot defensively, you got to chase them away from anywhere near that line.
Here's Monk. It's good. Monk's got 4 this quarter.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
And there's a minute 45 left to play in the final quarter. Curry against Ellis. Puts up a deep 3. Curry can't get it to go. The Kings trail by 18. Pass to LaRavia.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Warriors.
And as we watch the game wind down, you have to look back at all the second chance points these guys generated.
Yeah, they clearly won the second chance points category. Possession after possession. We watched them go after the ball and make misses turn into makes.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Draymond Green.
That's amazing defense from him. Seemed to know exactly when to pounce on the passing lanes and predictive steals.
41 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Looney kicks to Curry. Puts up a deep 3. An absolute bomb from three-point range. And the Warriors lead by 19. For 3, Levine drills it from outside.
And how about Monk there scanning the floor for the open teammate? That's how you develop a trust from your teammates.
Healed from outside. Rebound by the Kings. Here's Valanciunas. Monk outside. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. This game, David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us.
scoring for this face-off at the center position tonight, Grant.
Oh, no question, B.A. I mean, these bigs bring the size and skill. Who has more tools in their toolkit? I mean, we're about to find out.
Let's check out Sacramento's starting lineup. DeRozan and Murray in at the forward spots. Then it's Domantas Sabonis. Then there's Zach LaVine. And it's Ellis in at point. And Ayton gets it to go.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first. Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again, especially if the defense continues to concede it.
Off the outside. Ayton in the high post. Gets an open look and hits it. Ayton's got 5.
Now, you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Sabonis can't hit.
And the defense gets bailed out by the miss. He usually converts that.
Well, Grant, the Kings, one of those up-and-coming teams that are knocking at the door.
Yeah, they have some stars, B.A. They have some great role players, too. Part of their problem is they're in the Western Conference. It's so hard to just make the play-in tournament in that conference.
From deep, Avdia pulls it in.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Simons, right side, fires from deep. Connects from downtown.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
LaVine with it. Now Sharp defending. LaVine passes to DeRozan to end the run. Portland with a rebound.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Sharp, no good.
Well, this was his shot to miss, honestly. Poor coverage, good setup. He just couldn't knock it down.
And it's Murray finishing it off.
Yeah, he gets off the floor in a flash. Murray can elevate off 1 foot or 2. It's easy for him to convert on lobs.
Ayton finds Avdia. Here's the 3. The shot, no good. DeRozan deciding where to go with it. Sabonis, left side. Murray for 3. And Ayton pulls it down.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with Chauncey Billups. Zach LaVine's name came up, and I asked how he plans to deal with him. And Coach said, quote, "What's scary about LaVine is how many ways that he can score. So there's no easy answer except for high-effort defense, and that's exactly what we're going to do. So the defense is trying to outwork LaVine tonight. We'll see how that goes. Guys."
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Stolen by Sharp. 1:49 left in the first. The 3 from Ayton. It's rebounded by Sabonis. And so Sabonis will bring it up for Sacramento. 9-point game. They kick it out to Murray. Pass to Sabonis. Sabonis with a screen on Simons. Ellis passes to Murray. 6 to shoot. Here's Ellis. Let's go with a 3. Good. And it's DeRozan who picks up the assist.
Yeah, the defense expects DeRozan to try and score, but he smartly makes the extra pass.
Back to Murray. Kicks it to DeRozan. That one goes. Count it.
He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers.
The drive by Murray. And it's Murray finishing it off.
And watch out when Murray puts his foot in the ground. Don't want to be in his way at all.
Basket's good. Ayton's got 7.
Yeah, I'd call this ideal scoring distance. It's almost too easy.
Going inside. Here's LaVine. Out of bounds. It'll be Portland's ball. Portland making a switch here. Grant's checked in. Valanciunas, he's checked in for the Kings. Monk comes in for Ellis. Here's Ayton. It's Avdia on the wing. Over Murray. Valanciunas with a rebound. Kings trail by 4. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. And it's DeRozan missing. The Trailblazers have gone 6 of 11 so far. There's Simons with a 3. That one no good. And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. Sacramento shooting their first foul shot of the game.
More of a traditional center. Jonas Valanciunas can dominate the glass and capable of a double-double on any given night.
Pass to LaRavia. He shoots it. And that's good for 2. And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. Portland ahead. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen from the Trailblazers, what do you guys think?
Well, it seems like they went in looking to do damage from long range, and they faced little resistance.
Yeah, and when you're hitting threes early, that opens up the floor and really helps your offense.
We've got Jeremy Grant, Scoot Henderson out there with Matisse Thybulle. Then there's Klingon, and it's Kamare in at the 3. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Here's Lyles, Monk for 3, and Klingon pulls it down. Coach, it's such a difficult transition to the NBA. Scoot Henderson joins from the G League Ignite. What do you see in his game?
Well, look, I see a really talented guy who plays the game hard. What you've got to get improvement in are the 2 areas that most people have to improve in: shooting and decision-making. Well, it's a 3-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
And here's Grant from the arc. Another 3 for Portland.
And the corner pocket was open, and Grant took advantage.
Kings trail by 4. Outside Monk. Sabonis outside from behind the arc. And another Sacramento 3.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Here's Kamare, outside Thybulle. Grant, the pass to Thybulle. Deflects the pass. Monk with a steal. Back come the Kings in transition. And it's slammed in by Carter.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
A sequence like that really does sting. I'll tell you that much.
The shot that time, not on target. Here's LaRavia. And another Sacramento 3.
An impressive passer for a big man. Sabonis is all about trying to help the team win.
Grant outside. And there's the screen. Pass to Kamare. Out to the right wing. For 3, Klingon. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. And it's Sacramento's ball. They're on an 11-3 run. They get it back. Here's Sabonis.
You have to be ready to battle when going up against Sabonis. His size and strength can wear defenders down. Incredible work right there on the glass. Just doing all he can to extend that lead.
Hey, once you got him on the ropes, keep swinging away.
Yeah, this is the spot where coaches want you to be relentless. Don't even give them a glimpse of it.
Oh, wasted no time on that one. Simons has got 5 now. Well, Grant, with players getting bigger and more athletic, do you support moving the restricted area out?
Yeah, B.A., I would. We've seen a lot of injuries when defenders slide underneath elevated players on the drive. So cutting down that risk makes a lot of sense.
Now here's Williams.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Hauled in by the Kings. Sabonis has got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Ellis. Again, the miss by the Kings.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Here's Ayton, the shake. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Yeah, sticking it to them inside. Good luck throwing Ayton off when he attacks like this.
It's stolen by Henderson. Pass to Ayton. Out to Simons from outside the arc. Nails it from 3. Simons has got 5 points now this quarter.
And that's a defensive lapse. A shooter of his caliber can't be left wide open.
Here's Levine for three. The three-pointer is good from Levine.
Back-to-back threes here. Levine with a beautiful shot.
Here's Ayton. Out to Simons. Fires for three. His fourth make in 5 tries. Solid start for him.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
Back to DeRozan. Takes the three. Simons with a rebound. And Ayton has got the ball here for Portland. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. 4-3. And there's Simons. That one's good. On the assist by Ayton. And it's a 3-point Portland lead.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
At almost 7 feet tall, you gotta push Sabonis farther away. When you don't, he just dunks it with ease.
Simon's shot is good.
The three-point shot has been his weapon of choice this quarter. You'd like to let the clock run and take the final shot.
Yeah, unless it's a gimme, there's no reason to put up an early shot here.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Oh, from deep. No luck on that one. Anthony Simons has been leading the charge for the Trailblazers. Clicking from deep. 4 threes made in the quarter. Back to the game after this break.
30 seconds.
And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Anthony Simons, he's been playing really well.
Through the first 2 quarters and change, his perimeter shooting continues to be spot on.
Yeah, he's been locked in tonight. Through the first 2 quarters, he's been a huge factor from outside.
Taking a look at the Kings, the duo inside. It's Murray and Sabonis. Then there's Zach LaVine. Then it's DeMar DeRozan. And it's Ellis in at the 1. Now here's DeRozan. Down to 5 on the shot clock. No good with the triple. Portland leading. Well, the truth is, Stan, you lose a franchise legend like Damian Lillard, it really changes your identity.
Oh, it does, Brian. Their offense ran through Lillard for over a decade. Last year was almost a total reset. Now someone has to step up and be that guy.
Ellis, good.
Well, that's just excellent offense. If the defense is giving that up, you've got to take it.
Ayton against Sabonis. Has to Sharp. Lets it go from deep. They get it back. Here's Kamari from downtown. And Domas Sabonis pulls it down. Sabonis has got rebound number 8 now. Kicks it to DeRozan. Ayton against Sabonis. Murray, a screen on Ayton. Here's Ellis. Three-pointer, no good. The Trailblazers have gone 0 for 4. Not the way they want to start the second half. Sacramento has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one. And now it's a 4-point Sacramento lead.
And LaVine knows he has the green light to take these shots, and his confidence is really impressive.
And it's good for 2. Omnia's got 5.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
Sabonis. Kicks it to DeRozan. Out left to the wing. Up top, Levine. Guarded by Sharp. Here's Levine, plenty of space. Portland with a rebound.
You won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
Kamari, that's good.
Fantastic decision making. Ayton electing to move it for the high percentage look.
Kicks it to DeRozan. Takes a 3. And another Sacramento three. Extremely competitive game thus far.
Yeah, 6 lead changes in total. I expect there to be more to come.
And Stan, over his long NBA career, DeMar DeRozan honing in his game.
Yeah, Brian, and he's patterned it after his idol, Kobe Bryant. He's also an excellent shot creator. His development as a passer has helped make him a very productive offensive focal point.
Now here's Simons. He's got 17. That shot off. Sabonis with some nice D. Murray, a screen on Sharp. Pass to Ellis. Back to Levine. There's the three. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Right wing. Out to Simons. Beyond the arc. Gets the three to fall. Simons got 20 points.
Well, they have to be thrilled with how reliable he's been tonight.
Right side, Levine. DeRozan outside. Fires from the wing. Avdia pulls it in. And so it's Avdia with it. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Took the opportunity when he saw it. And now a 4-point Portland lead.
And you see right there the practice time Sharp's put in. Sound shooting mechanics for a guy who hasn't played a lot of games in his career.
Now here's Sharp. Ooh, stolen by Murray. And he's gone 1 for 1 in the game so far at the line.
First team foul.
And Sabonis, no good on that one.
It's hard not to be excited about Sabonis, a multifaceted big man who does a little bit of everything.
And a new group getting ready for Portland. Williams is checked in for Avdia. Jeremy Grant comes in for Kamara. Thibault, he's checked in for Sharp. And it's Henderson in for Simons. Here's Carter. Pass to Sabonis. Back to Carter. Here's Lyles. 6 on the shot clock. Lyles a screen. DeRozan passes to Lyles. Shoots over Grant. Lyles' shot is good. Lyles has got 5.
Well, we've all had those as coaches. That's a no, 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 yes type of shot.
Now Ayton. Misses off the right iron. Here's Sabonis. And the game's still closely contested as we end the third quarter. Portland ahead. They're up. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. The Kings trailing. We've got Klingon, Matisse Thybulle out there with Henderson. Then it's Williams, and it's Grant in at the 3. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. Monk, a screen on Williams. Lyles' shot is good. Tremendous momentum building toward those final possessions.
Yeah, with 8 lead changes so far, it feels like this is going to come down to the last shot.
Grant's shot is off. Well, the Kings shooting 53%. Good efficiency on offense so far. Thybulle with a steal. Stolen by Valanciunas. Shot by Levine, no good. And they've been moving the ball really well tonight.
Good things come to those who take good shots.
To the middle. Here's Klingon. Outside Thybulle. The 3. He can't hit that time. And pushing it up. Here's Sacramento. It's stolen by Henderson. Grant outside. We played just over a minute here in the fourth. Here's Williams. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right iron. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Portland.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
Yeah, one thing I think they should continue doing is attacking the break. Because right now, this defense has no answer for them when they do this.
Now here's Thybulle. Pass to Klingon. Back to Thybulle. Shot clock at 6. Out to the right wing. For 3, Klingon. Counted from distance. And now a 4-point Trailblazer lead.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Valanciunas can't get it to go.
I think he got the shot he wanted inside, but somewhere on the play, he just lost focus.
And some changes here for Portland. Walker comes in for Williams, and it's Ben in for Thibault. LaRavia is checked in for the Kings. Here's Ben. Goes up on the wing. Offensive rebound. Outside for Henderson. Outside Walker. Fires the three. Here's Klingon. Outside Walker. Tries yet again. And that one is right through the heart. And the Trailblazers lead by 6. Can they get it? And it's blocked.
Yeah, the defensive instincts of Grant. Kicking in, especially when he sees the chance to block shots.
Here's Levine for 3. Gets the 3-ball to go.
Oh, you have to applaud Levine's work ethic. He gives his all to find points for his team.
Here's Ben. Trying to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. And pushing it up. Here's Sacramento. Here's Ellis. Off target from outside. Trailblazers lead by 3. Oh, there's the alley. And the jam by Walker.
Yeah, you see the vision from Henderson. Just a terrific facilitator.
LaRavia passes to Monk. Here's Ellis. Here's Levine for 3. Drops in the 3. Levine's got 9 points here in the second half.
Well, this is what he does. A proven scorer in the clutch.
Key points from Henderson. Stepping up. Scoop, young man, scoop.
On the wing, Levine from deep. Portland with a rebound. Klingon's got rebound number 8 now. Here's Henderson. Has to Ben. Lets the 3 fly. Drains the triple. Now it's a 7-point Trailblazer lead.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Trying to show off for the fans and give them their money's worth. Just couldn't finish.
Ellis passes to LaRavia. It's Monk on the wing. And here's Valanciunas. Count it!
And Valanciunas' teammates love seeing him come up huge, knowing he's ready to score when called upon.
Here's Ben. Off target from 3-point range. And pushing it up. Here's Sacramento. Monk for 3. Money! And he's brought them within 2 points now.
Oh, whoa, that is as clutch as it gets. Big time play.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
Now here's Gray. Ben drives in. The kick out to Walker. Out to the wing. Now here's Henderson. Guarded closely. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Tough one. In a game where every possession is valuable, turnovers can make the difference.
A line change here for Portland.
And the game isn't over yet, but they have to move quickly.
Yeah, this one isn't over, but they can't afford to waste any time now.
DeRozan a screen. Levine passes to Sabonis. To force OT. Oh, and he can't make the shot to force overtime. So it's the Trailblazers taking the W in a close.
first down and run their offense in the half court.
Yeah, both sides are methodical. They want to get into their sets and create quality looks and also have floor balance. I'd be surprised if we see a ton of fast break opportunities tonight.
And now the Golden State Warriors starters. Up front, it's Green at the 4 with Jackson Davis at the 5. Curry is out there with Moody, and it's Butler in at the 3. Now, here's Moody, and there's the call on Matisse Thybulle. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Green with a screen for Curry. Pass to Moody. 6 on the shot clock. Launches it. Rebound by the Trailblazers. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Chauncey Billups and I got a chance to talk for a bit. We discussed Steph Curry, of course, and what he advised his team to do against him. Coach said, I told our guys that we have to be right up on him to fight over screens and not allow him to feel comfortable out there. A huge task for any defense, and we'll see if this one is up to the challenge. Back to you, David.
Thank you, David.
Curry is just lethal from outside.
Portland's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Simons from outside. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
The wheel. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Portland's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Well, over the years, the Warriors have had some historic tax bill.
Yeah, and for the most part, it's been well worth it because it's led to championships and they generate a ton of income. But now, with this tax repeater penalties, you can see why they've tried to cut costs, and every team in the league has followed.
Great open look there. Curry's got 6.
Even a half-court shot is a good shot for Curry. That's how good of a shooter he is.
3-pointer, Simons does not find the mark. He's made 2 and missed 1 now. The Warriors have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Butler kicks to Green. Butler a screen on Avdia. Green passes to Moody. Green with a screen for Curry. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by Thybulle. Portland leading. Pass to Avdia. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. It doesn't go for him. Great tee that time from Green. Now here's Butler. They set the screen. Latrey off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And Butler just exploits that pick and roll defense. A tough physical guy who's hard to guard in those sets.
The shot's good from Simon.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Take that, he says. I see your 3, and I'll raise you another 3.
Curry way outside. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own. But it's no good. Avdia on the wing. Hasn't made 1 yet. Jacks up a 3. And there's the call on DeAndre. That's his first foul.
Well, he thought he could slip by there and grab the board, but got too much body and gets called for going over the back.
And this is why we say block out. It is a fundamental thing that is often overlooked and hurts you every time.
Henderson's checked in for Portland. Different look here for the Warriors. Jonathan Kuminga. He's checked in for Draymond Green. Payton comes in for Trace Jackson Davis. Buddy Hield, he's checked in for Moses Moody. And it's Brandon Pajemski in for Stephen Curry. And that one's good. Bible.
Just an excellent feel for the game. Scoot Henderson understands how offense is played.
And Butler puts up a deep 3. Long distance three is buried. Butler's got 6. The Trailblazers have gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. Abdi on the wing. They set the pick. Back to Thibault. Shoots the 3. It's rebounded by Kuminga. Golden State's gotten a lot of shots off from three-point land in the first quarter, but they're only 4 of 9. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Kuminga, screen on Henderson. Back to Payton. Pocket 6. Majemski on the wing. Lets it go with a 3. And another 3 for Golden State.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
And Simons wide open. Beats the buzzer. Wow!
Yeah, that's just an amazing.
Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. Trailblazers out in front. They're up by 2. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Portland.
So far, they haven't had to force anything. They're swinging the ball around and turning good passing into points.
And we also have seen them continue to fire from deep. With the results they're seeing, you can understand why.
The guard pair are Henderson and Sharp. Jeremy Grant is out there with Klingon. And it's Kamare in at the small forward. They're the group the Portland Trailblazers will start the second quarter with.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
That's the last thing you need to happen down the stretch. Let's see how they respond to the devastating punch.
Now, here's Curry. 6 points for him. Hield finds Payton. A three-pointer, no good.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
Kamare misses. Golden State's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. Curry deciding where to go with it. Curry laser-guided shot from deep range.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
Sharp with this screen on Curry. Lets the 3 fly. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. And here's Curry, who brings it up for Golden State. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Payton from outside. Back to Curry. Hield outside. Curry kicks it to Looney. Here's Payton. Outside, Kuminga. A 3 ball. Rebound by the Trailblazers. It's tipped. It's stolen by Kuminga. Nailed from three-point land. Kuminga's got the lead up to 6 now for the Warriors. And, Richard, you just get the feeling that Jonathan Kuminga is finally starting to hit his stride, don't you?
It is all about opportunity in this league, Kevin. With more playing time and scoring chances, Kuminga has really blossomed, and he is not done getting better.
Warriors leading by 3. And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Williams is checked in. Then for the Warriors, Trace Jackson-Davis is checked in for Kevon Looney. And it's Moses Moody in for Payton. Here's Klingon. Here's Sharp. Knocks down the 3 ball. Sharp's got the game tied up here for Portland.
And nice work on the perimeter. defenses must respect Sharp's range.
1:41 left to play here in the half. In the corner, it's Hield. The three. And Klingon pulls it down. Klingon's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Kicks it out to Grant. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Golden State's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thanks. The Warriors have found something with Draymond Green and Trace Jackson-Davis inside. Green says, with the rim protected by Trace, I can just play off instinct and read the game. Jackson-Davis says, being able to interchange with him is great. The things he teaches me has helped my game a lot. Kevin?
I'd love to hear those stories. Thanks, David. Now here's Curry. He's got 12. Grant with the ball. It's Henderson on the wing. Pass to Klingon. Portland again missing.
Yeah, that's a shame because I'm not sure the defense will let him get a shot that good again very soon.
Grant outside. Sinks the three-pointer. Grant's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And I love Grant's mindset. Readies himself to shoot as soon as he touches the ball.
On the wing, Hield. From deep. Knocks it loose. He got it up. So a tie game here as we finish the first half. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David. Oh, thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
26.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. One of the stories here, Anthony Simons getting it done today.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
And let's see if the D adjusts, make life a little more difficult on him.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. Up front, it's Green at the 4 with Jackson-Davis at the 5. Moses Moody is out there with Stephen Curry. And it's Butler in at the 3. Warriors leading by 3. Outside Curry. In the corner, Moody with it. It's up a 3. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got his 4th rebound in this one. And many around the league believe Curry doesn't get enough fouls called in his favor. G.A., what do you think?
There could be some truth to that. He gets held and grabbed more than anyone when running off screens, but especially blatant on drives to the rim.
On the line, Green with the rebound. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. Haven't given up any points here in the second half. Pass to Moody. From downtown. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Moody's got the lead up to 6 now for the Warriors.
Yeah, and all eyes were on Butler, but he has the vision to find the open man.
Simons, the pass to Ayton. Portland moving the ball around. Idle for 3. Another shot outside Simons. Connects from 3-point range. Simons has got 15 points.
And all of a sudden, that 3 puts them in striking distance, guys. He's had that shot working all night.
And I bet he's thinking that he could close the gap completely if he can keep those 3s coming.
Count that one. He's got 14.
Slick move by Curry with the ball, getting the defenders off balance so he can find a shot.
Simons, the pass to Avdia. Now, here's Simons. Defended by Moody. Thibault kicks to Avdia. And another 3 for Portland.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open 3s like that. What are you doing?
Pass to Moody. 3-pointer. Portland grabs the miss. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Offensive rebound, and Ayton stays with it. Ayton's got it all tied up now for the Trailblazers.
Assertive basketball. Ayton getting after it on the offensive glass, using his size to his advantage.
Green with a screen on Simon. Moody's shot is off.
And he's very confident from that range, but you can't make him.
Simon's the pass to Ayton. Ayton a screen on Green. Here's Avdia. Back to Ayton. Simons from outside. Iman Green with the rebound. Warriors have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter. 50% from the field. Three-pointer, Butler. From deep, Jimmy Butler! Hey, you know, Greg, we're seeing so many teams utilizing the dribble handoff.
And it really forces the defense into a bad spot, can create situations where the offense has an advantage, and then it allows you to kind of seek out the matchup.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Curry fires from way outside. And another three for Golden State.
This is what Curry does best. He is so creative at getting into rhythm and staying hot.
Simons kicks to Thibault. Takes the three. That one's in there. The Warrior lead is cut down to a single point after the basket from Simon.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Butler finds Curry. Green with a screen for Curry. Puts it up. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
Defensively, you have to be aware of Curry in that set.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Outside, Avdia. Fires for three. And again, it's Portland with the three. Here's Curry. 19 points in the game. Curry on the drive. The kick outside to Butler. Takes a three. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Butler's got 6 in the quarter.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
And as we finish... And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Here's Henderson. The guard pair are Henderson and Shaw. Bob Williams is out there with Jeremy Grant. And it's Klingon in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Now here's Curry. Tipped away. And oh, here we go with Henderson. And then Henderson with the dunk.
This is how relentless Henderson is. Once he gets the steal, he is going all the way.
The Warriors leading. Healed outside. Pass to Pajemski. Puts up a three. And another three for Golden State.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
Henderson passes to Sharp. Grant outside. Back to Sharp. Grant outside. Just 5 to shoot. Williams dishes to Grant. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Warriors leading by 4. Williams with the ball. Now Payton defending. Henderson kicks to Grant. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Pass to Klingon. 6 to shoot. Klingon the screen for Henderson. For the three. And there's Klingon. That's good on the assist by Henderson.
Already a gifted passer, Henderson has solid vision for such a young player.
Now Pajemski. Here's the screen. Fires from deep. And Klingon pulls it down. Klingon's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And it's Sharp missing. Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. Payton passes to Heel. Payton with the screen for Heel. Back to Payton. Outside Curry. Rebound by Williams. For Portland, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play.
There's the basketball mind of Henderson working. Stayed ahead of the play for the score.
Pass to Hield. And here is Curry. Beyond the arc. Warriors getting another chance here. Here's Looney. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Portland has gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Williams can't hit.
2 minutes.
Warriors have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the 4th. A lot of misses, just the one make. It's Curry outside, and they call over the back here. Too much contact.
An occasional over-the-back call is fine with him. That's just how he plays and how he attacks the glass.
Yeah, I always saw that as an effort foul. If it happens once, coaches usually let it slide. You just don't want to make it happen.
So Portland ends up going with the new group.
Beyond the leaning, you can see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Well, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
And the Warriors making a change here. Jackson Davis is checked in. Simons kicks to Avdia. Simons with the screen on Green. And the wide open shot from Avdia. Off target from three-point range.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Butler sets a screen for Green. Outside Butler. And they call an illegal screen here.
You can tolerate gaps like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 7 from the 4 in the 4th. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Here's Simon. Pass to Kamare. The 3. It's hauled in by Jackson Davis. Golden State's gone into a funk from downtown in the 4th. Only 1 of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Launches it. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. And it's Butler with the ball. He'll bring it up for Golden State. Giving up just 8 points in the 4th quarter. Outside for Curry. Jackson Davis in the corner. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. And Portland has possession. The lead is 2. Simons against Curry. Outside Simons. Thibault, the pass to Simons. Here's Avdia. Good. And so it's Portland winning this one. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans.